Right, I'm definitely sure now. I think we've got 3 episodes left after this.
Yep.
Because we
All
know they've
good.
got, yeah, we've got the double obviously this weekend, and then obviously it's going to be the final the week after that. So yeah, we definitely sure now. There's 3 episodes left, right?
Yep.
But anyhow, stuff like that. But yeah, so we've got a little bit, a bit of a confusion because you thought I were talking about 11 last time, but we weren't. We're talking about 10.
Yes. Which caused me to have to remember what had happened on 10.
Yeah. So the first thing I did this morning, I actually put 11 on just to talk about and stuff like that. So we caught up. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Really good.
So let's roll the intro and let's knock this one out of the park because we've got a nice little show to do after. So here we go. Hey Nate, how's the Sunday going for you, mate?
It's going all right.
Anything exciting or just usual stuff?
Just usual shenanigans.
Causing trouble.
Causing trouble. I'll try to stay out of it.
That's all you do, though, cause trouble.
Yes. You didn't want to go out today anyway because the Old Firm games was on. So Rangers versus Celtic's not a good place to. It's not a good place to be in Scotland when the two teams play each other.
No, because they always end up fighting. I mean, every single time.
Yep.
I mean, I think the last one I saw, like, they actually destroyed the bathroom. It was just absolute crazy.
I know they're absolutely nuts.
But that's what rivalry's right in football, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, as always, mate, do you know what I mean? Yep, usual week and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's just knock this one out of the park, mate. Do you know what I mean? Episode 11 and stuff like that, do you know? And it was an interesting one because it obviously had AJ Styles and stuff like that. The things they names, and he did live up to the name. Phenomenal, let's be honest.
Yep, he has. You know, he has. What was it? And it was interesting to get his perspective on it all.
Yeah, I want to talk about that because throughout the whole show, he really impressed me. Do you know his input, the way he approached, you know, like, do you know, things.
Yep.
Anything
Yep.
to add on that?
No, I mean, but he was obviously got a real sort of thing with the business, you know. What was it? And it really showed that, like, the knowledge that he's got. I mean, he's been around since people forget he was in WCW.
Was it?
Yes. Go back and look at his wiki page and find out when he first wrestled.
Are you talking about that? I'm gonna have a quick look.
Yeah. So we all know what he is. We all know how great what was it, a career he had, and obviously in TNA and Ring of Honor and New Japan and then WWE. What was it? Yeah, and yeah, he's been around forever.
Yeah, I've just seen it then. I've completely forgot about that. But I always remember, obviously, from obviously his TNA days and stuff like that. And he was part of the reason, obviously, I got into TNA, do you know, because I thought it was just a phenomenal talent, pun intended.
No, definitely. Most definitely.
But, you know, stuff like that. So, like I said, the input this week obviously was nicknames and stuff like that. And what did you think to some of the nicknames?
Some of them are a bit. How do you put it? Let's think with what was it? Yeah, the real deal, Tyra. I mean, come on.
Let's talk about that. I want to get your thoughts on that because it caused a little bit of a stir, and even I completely overlooked the fact that obviously Elijah Holyfield, that's obviously his dad's like nickname and stuff like that. So was it disrespect?
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? But then again, Elijah's wasn't very much better. I mean, what was it? What was it? The Holyfield Warrior. What? You know? I would have went with the heavyweight. You know? What was it called? The Oxymoron, Xena Sterling. You know? What was it? The Bayou Boy, Drake. What was it? Hellraiser. You had what was it?
the gold standard. Right, I've got them. I'll just read them out here. Yeah,
The Promised Star. Was it Promised Child?
the promised. I think that's what he's been running with, throughout the whole series, though.
Yeah, and then obviously the joke. Well, what was it? There was a sort of man versus boy sort of joke. Sort of. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so we've got, just to review, so you've got the Oxymoron, which is Zena Sterling, the gold standard, which is Tatiana, the shooting star from Danny Sikelski, La Diabolita, which means devil, which I didn't know that, by the way.
Yeah.
The Bayou Boy, Drake Moreau, the West Coast Gangster, BJ Ray, Anthony Showtime Luke, the Reaper Jasper Troy, Penina P. Nasty. So, do you know what I mean? Leah the Detonator Laral, Bailey the Bone Collector, the Real Deal Tyra May Steele, which, like I said, we'll get through the matches after. Elijah the Holyfield Warrior, Shiloh the Hellraiser Hill, the Promised Child Chris Island, the Superhuman Superstar Troy Eward.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them do stick out, but the more I think about it now, the Oxymoron one really stuck out for me.
Yeah. That was the one that stood out. It was like some of them are very like 80s sort of like naff wrestling things. Like Bailey's was like the Bone Collector, you know. But you need to collect bones to be the Bone Collector.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the thing is, I mean, sticking with the Oxymoron thing and stuff like that, she obviously did that because people thought she was just going to be. If people at the start thought she was just going to be like a really like weird one, but I've got to be honest, she's the most improved wrestler throughout the whole series.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, literally, like, it's insane how
it baffles your mind, doesn't it?
Yes. What was it? Yeah, just nuts that how she's transforming into. You can sort of see that progression, which is really good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is and stuff like that. And like the thing is, I mean, we'll get on obviously to the matches now and stuff like that. So that match is obviously as follows. Match number 1 was Xena, the Oxymoron Sterling, and the gold standard Tatiana versus Danny, the shooting versus I hope I said that right. I do apologize if not. Serena Linton and stuff like that. Yep. The thing is with Danny Sikelski, and everyone pointing this out, is when you think of the shooting star, you're thinking high flying stuff like that. But I didn't see much high flying from Danny.
No, there was none. There was none. It was very strange, you know. I don't think the match went very well for her.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, Xena took control of it.
Yep.
But was it? And obviously, it was a bit of a struggle then. Obviously, what was it? Danny managed to sort of eventually get out of the ring and tag, and what was it then? Xena tagged in Tatiana, you know, for the double team and things like that. So it was a decent enough. It was a decent enough. What was it, tag match? You know, it wasn't the best. It wasn't technically, but there was some good spots, you know. And what was it? Like Serena and what was it? And Xena really showed. What was it? For me, what was it? A lot of promise and a lot of character, you know.
But that was kind of my next question. This match overall, did all 4 competitors live up to their nickname?
No, I think 2 of them did.
Okay, and I'm presuming that's Xena and Tatiana?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, the Danny thing when you said shooting star, and I think AJ Styles pointed it out as well, is you think of high flying and stuff like that, and she didn't really do much high flying and stuff like that.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, winner, of course, was Xena Sterling and Tatiana Pin in 5 minutes 16. Next up, we've got the Bayou Boy, Drake Moreau, and the West Coast Gangster BJ Ray versus Anthony Showtime Luke and the Reaper Jasper Troy. I will be honest, this was probably my match of the entire show because I loved when the thing is with Jasper Troy. I don't know what the hell, but that man looked like an absolute animal today.
No, definitely. You know, what was it? What was it called? We all know what we think of BJ. What was it? He looks tiny compared to the rest of the guys in the ring in that match, anyway. You know, So yeah, it was an all right match. You know, it was a solid match. I think the judges really liked this match as well. It was obviously we'll get to the match that they were really liked later on, but it was a good solid match, and you know it ended up with a choke slam. You know, so and then doing the Bayou Boogie as well, which was like stuff like that's fun, I
It
suppose.
is.
You know.
Always fun and stuff like that. But yeah, the thing is, I know we spoke about Jasper Troy a few weeks ago and stuff like that, but like I said, he lived up to that gimmick more than anyone in this match for me.
Yes, definitely.
I think AJ Styles said it best, which was he looks like he just like absolutely wanted to destroy people in a way.
And yeah, definitely, and that's what you want. You sort of live up to it. You look like what was it? So many big guys, and you don't think they're going to do anything. Sometimes it's just the way that they're booked, and it's not down to them. But he did look imposing in the ring.
Absolutely and stuff like that. And like I think he's obviously one to watch and stuff like that. So Drake Murrow and BJ Ray got the pin in 5 minutes 45. Next match we've got is Nina, P Nasty Chulipa, and Leah the Detonator Laurel versus Bailey, the Bone Collector Humphrey, and the Real Deal Tyra May Steele. I've got to be honest, the more these weeks progress, I just cannot get behind the attitude with Tyra for some reason.
Yeah, everything's an issue, isn't it? And everybody's a problem by her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what was it? Yeah, definitely good, definitely.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because it's like you said, I mean, we know she's an Olympic every single time, but I don't know. There's just something about, I don't know if it's the ring thingy, the personality or something like that. It just doesn't come across for me.
Yeah, you know, and she's not coming across very likable as well. You know, which is never good.
No, absolutely not, mate. Do you know what I mean? I think you've said that a little
And
bit.
then
Straight to the point.
yep, and then obviously Undertaker and Booker T had a little bit of a conversation about put, bringing out the wrestler. You know, was that a shot? Yes, it was.
I mean, I
Yeah.
love it because the fact is now is like you can see like the tension between the coaches as well.
Definitely.
But yeah, and of course, Leo Laurel and P Nasty got the winning 5 minutes 5. We saw a different side to Leah, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of like this new side.
Yeah, I do as well.
Right. And then, of course, one more match we've got is Elijah, the Holyfield Warrior, and Shiloh, the Hellraiser Hill, versus the Promised Child, Chris Island, and the superhuman superstar, Troy Yearwood. And I've got to be honest, this wasn't Shiloh's best week. I've got to be honest with you.
No, it was a bit of a confusing end to the match. I thought as well. You know, it was an all right match, but you know, the way that yeah, it was just off. The finish was just off for me.
Yeah, it
But
didn't come across really good.
you know, um, yeah, it was an odd one.
Yeah, it definitely was and stuff like that. But I mean, thing is, Troy's obviously gone under the radar a little bit, but he's shone in this match.
No, he did. He stood out. You know, what was it called? Just particularly when you've got Elijah and Shell in there as well. Not so much Chris Hill. There's too many Chris's. What was it in wrestling? You know, it's so yeah. That is what it is.
Yeah, it definitely is and stuff like that. So Troy Yearwood and Chris Island got the winning 4 minutes 36 and stuff like that. So based on obviously everything you watched throughout the whole show this week, did every single person, I think I kind of know the answer to this, live up to their nickname?
No.
No. Would you say half of them, most of them, some of them?
Some of them I would say.
Okay.
What was it called? Yeah. Yeah. It didn't really live up for me.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird week and stuff like that. So we obviously go to the pointing system and stuff like that. So who would you give to the points to if it was you?
Yeah, I probably would have given the point to who they went to. You know, to be honest, obviously Xena. What was it? So that what was it? I think she's got all of Team Bubba's points now. You know.
All
What was
40, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, and I suppose you can't really argue with Jasper. I mean, I suppose you could have looked at the last match, but nothing fully stood out for me in the matches in this one. You know, so what was it? It's easy to just go with what the judge says. I think 'cause it fits.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think we're both in agreement there. Do you know what I mean? I think the people who actually won the points this week did actually deserve it. And like Xena, we've obviously spoke about there. I think she's stood out absolutely immense from above. Do you know what I mean? I think she's the front runner
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. So obviously next week, I mean, we're 15 minutes in, we've got a bit more time to have a little discussion. Obviously, eliminations begin now and stuff like that. So I think if from what I can gather, each person has to take one female and one male through, do you know, like to the next round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw these at you. So I'm going to throw each team. I want you to tell me which male and which female deserves to go through based on what we've watched over the past 11 weeks. Ready?
Yep.
So Team Bubba.
Okay.
So Xena Sterling, Drake Moreau, Tatiana Dumois, and BJ Ray. You have to pick one male and one female.
Ooh, that's a hard one. To go. Name the names again.
Xena Sterling, Drake Moreau, Tatiana, and BJ Ray.
Well, I'm going to say BJ because I don't like him. But I know
So
that's
he
not
goes. So he gets eliminated. Yes.
yes.
And then,
BJ has been eliminated.
and what about them? I think I know the female one here.
Yeah, sadly, I think it's got to be Tatiana because I think Xena's top notch.
Absolutely. So Team Mickey's Chris Island, Troy Ewood, Danny Sikelski, and Serena Linton.
That's a difficult one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you think about it, it's actually really hard.
So read them out again.
Chris Island,
I'll go Chris Island.
Danny Sikelski, or Serena Linton for the women's side.
Probably go Chris and Danny.
Really? I remember it's torn. I think Serena.
I think Serena's got some potential.
Yeah.
Danny's not really stepped out from what she was doing, you know. Although they did sort of pay a compliment to Danny, the judges, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you think this is that? Get ready for this one. Anthony Luke, Penina Tualipa, Jasper Troy, and Leo Laral.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
That the male one for that is hard. Yeah, I cannot pick one for this. Even I'm struggling looking at that one.
Yeah, so read the names again.
Anthony Luke, Penina Tualipa, Jasper Troy, and Leo Laral.
Penina.
Yep.
Although I do like the P Nasty.
Okay.
And oh God, that's a hard one.
That's two solid people here. I cannot pick one out of them two. On the basis, yeah, for me, I mean, on the basis, I'll give you my thing. I think if I had to pick one here, I'd have to pick Jasper.
You think Jasper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably agree with you.
I mean, Luke's good. I mean, I'm not going to deny that, but I think Jasper's got more, do you know, like a character-wise.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, Team Undertaker's Tyra May Steele, Shiloh Hill, Bailey Humphrey, and Elijah Holyfield. I think this is the worst one to actually decide.
Yes. So piggly. What was the two females again?
Tyra May Steele and Bailey Humphrey.
I'm going to go Tyra, hands down.
To go home or next round?
To go.
Okay, and who was the other one, sorry?
And it's Shiloh versus Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yes, that definitely is. On the basis of what I've seen, I'm going to go Shiloh.
Yeah, I think Elijah's too big a name. He's names keeping him in there for me at the moment.
Okay. So one final thing then, man. Obviously, all the names you mentioned, you have to pick one male to win it, one female to win it. Go.
Xena.
Yep.
And do you want who I think's going to win it, or do you want to win it?
Go both.
I think BJ is going to win it.
I hope not.
Me too. I think it's
Yeah.
But I think I think BJ is going to win it, unfortunately. But I can't pick between Jasper or Elijah. I'll probably go Jasper to win it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to say Jasper as well. So I think we're both in agreement there. Xena Sterling obviously for the females, and Jasper Troy, for the men.
Yeah.
So it'd be definitely interesting because we've obviously got the double, like I said, which airs today, obviously as we're recording this, and then of course you got the final next week. So we're actually going to. It'd be interesting. Let's be honest.
No, it will be. We're probably going to guess from the results of the next two episodes who's going to win it.
Yeah, I think once we know not them 2 episodes out, which we'll record them. We said Friday, didn't we?
Yep. Friday.
Knock them out Friday night and stuff like that. Then we'll obviously know more come for Sunday. So, yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. I mean, but I don't think it's one of the best.
No, the last couple haven't been up too much.
Really interesting.
But hopefully it gets better.
Yeah, definitely is and stuff like that. So, right, guys, we're actually going to obviously head off because we're going to be back in literally 4 minutes because we're talking about. I forgot what we're talking about now.
Cunty face.
Yeah, we're going to have a little discussion about Dave Meltzer, and I thought we might be able to might even knock 2 hours out about this.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see you shortly, mate.
No worries. See you in a bit.